Hello my guys, gals, and non-binary pals! I'm your host Aurora Dreamer, and welcome to Dreamer Studios. Now, before I start, because I know no one is sticking around after the rant, first of all, sorry if my voice is a little scratchy today. I got to attend essentially a borough-wide gay club, which involved a lot of screaming. Second of all, I am almost at 1,000 subs, so thank you all for that. As of today, February 28th, I have 809 subscribers. So, what do you want me to do when I hit 1k? I'll take any and all suggestions into account, and the most popular will be what I do. When I get closer to 1k, I'll announce what the results were. Now, today I will be reviewing a Steven Universe OC named Ammolite Rose Universe, so let's get on with it, shall we? Ammolite Rose Universe, Steven's younger twin sister. That's a contradiction, but okay then. So, starting with the design, the first thing I notice is her gem. Ammolite are multicolored opal-like gemstones which have green, blue, red, violet, yellow, brown, orange, and indigo sections, which you kind of show with the gem, but it just looks like a rainbow-coloured amethyst. And you don't show these colours anywhere else in the design, besides her gem and that weird forelock thing in her hair. The colours she does have do not match any Ammolite I've seen. They don't have pink, so her skin shouldn't be able to be that human skin colour, and her hair shouldn't be pink. Her clothes I can kind of let go, as Ammolites do have violet, and like other gems with purple in them, like amethyst, have been shown to have different shades in their design. So I can let that go. Now, as for the rest of her hair, it just looks like roses but with strange high pigtails. I know gem hair doesn't exactly follow the laws of physics. Pearl and white are great examples of this. However, quartz gems like amethyst, jasper, and rose quartz's hair do seem to be long, flowing, and follow some physics that normal hair does. So it wouldn't exactly stick out the way it does. It also seems strange that her hair sort of gets shorter towards the middle. I don't exactly know how to explain it, so I'll try and do a diagram. It sort of reminds me of an arrowhead shape, if that makes any sense. This character doesn't have a bio, but a bunch of updates thrown about in the description, so I'll be reading and commenting on those. This character is only an OC I made up and drew, and I made her up on February 3rd, 2015. Unnecessary, but okay then. And I'm posting her up right now. I think a nap earlier really helped me. I was being serious about not playing pranks ending this year on April 1st. Maybe next year, but not today. Okay, what does this have to do with Ammolite? I think Ammolite could have got her own gem in some way that allowed her to live. Wait, so you haven't planned anything for how she exists? Maybe Greg could have put an engagement ring that had an Ammolite gemstone and small rose quartz gemstones around it, and well, Rose could have by mistake ate it and it's been there ever since, and he had to get another ring to ask her to marry him. And sometimes after they're married, she is pregnant with Steven and Ammolite. Hold the fuck up! 1, that is not how gems work. 2, why the fuck would Rose eat a gemstone ring? 3, that's not how any of this works. 4, why would you get a gemstone ring? That's almost like getting someone a corpse ring, which 1, metal as fuck, 2, no. And she made each of them a videotape telling them how much she loves them, and even had to explain to Ammolite that even though Steven got her gem, she got something from both her parents. Okay, pretty basic, seems just stolen from Steven, but then again it's Rose. She's known for bad decisions. Also, hold up, wouldn't Ammolite's gem be stupidly small because it came from a ring? And the gemstone and her are made from the love Rose and Greg had together. That's not how any of this works, for Loki's sake! And even though the Ammolite gemstone on the ring was normal at first, but once it was inside Rose's body, it started to become part of her very gem system? Wait, why would it just fucking grow? Because that's not how gems work in this universe. Yes, Pink Diamond can give life to gems from her tears, as we've seen with the pebbles. But 1, gemstones don't have digestive systems, so why would Rose eat it? 2, you aren't giving any actual reason for her existing, you're just throwing a magical MacGuffin together without any thought. If you wrote it as she was created by Rose's tears, then I could believe it, and it would be actually a pretty good story. But no, she just had to be Steven's twin because you're unoriginal as fuck. And I think Ammolite could have been taken when she and Steven were just newborns, and Greg could blame himself for not protecting her, and she could be taken to homeworld where the gems are from. But that doesn't make any sense! And how would she be taken to her fucking homeworld if none of the crystal gems have had contact with any gems for homeworld for millennia? You're just throwing out random ideas right now that in the end don't make any fucking sense. And it makes me wonder if you've actually watched the show or just watched short clips from fucking YouTube. Ammolite might have the rose quartz gemstones on her fingernails so that they are shaped like fingernails. I'm sorry, what? And she could have been raised by either yellow diamond or some other diamond gem that is most likely of high rank. Yeah, you haven't seen the show, have you? Don't know what yellow diamond would look like yet, but I can't wait to see the episode where she comes in. God, is this that old? If there was a homeworld for like metals, they would most likely be just like the gems, but look male and even use pronouns like he, him. Now, see, this is a cool idea. An alternate homeworld for metals that appear more male. But what the fuck does this have to do with Ammolite? Nothing? Oh, okay. Then why is it here? And the metals would most likely be called gold, palladium, platinum, rhodium, silver, Britannia silver, colored gold, crown gold, electrum, shakudo, shibuchi, sterling silver, tumbaga, brass, bronze, copper, tungsten, stainless steel, titanium, and pewter. God, what is this? Aurora's Precious Fucking Metals Club or something. Also, bismuth. She exists. She's hot. I think I would love to draw that idea on what they might look like. So, that's it for her bio. But before final thoughts, there's something in the updates that I want to read and talk about. You seriously took this drawing way too seriously. It isn't even canon for the show. Yes, you are right. It's not canon. But that does not make you immune to criticism. Just because you poorly written, poorly created character isn't canon to the show you created it for, does not mean people can't criticize it. Does not mean people can't like it. Because even if it was made for fun, that doesn't make it any less of a poorly written character. Now, do you have to listen or accept negative criticism? Or things said about the character? No, you don't. But don't think for a second that just because your OC isn't canon doesn't mean you shouldn't receive any criticism for it, because that's not how this works. Welcome to the internet, sweetheart. Okay, final thoughts. Steven having a twin sister who was allowed to live because another gem was introduced. The idea in itself is fine, but everything else makes no sense. For one, if she's to survive, she needs a sentient gem that was created by Homeworld, not some cheap ring Greg bought her, because they are not the same. One does not have the ability to give a life. A better way to make this idea work is to have Rose find out she's pregnant with twins, realize one of them won't survive, and have an OC, a small one, fuse with Rose, so both Rose's kids would survive. Steven gets Rose's gem, the sister gets the other. Boom, problem solved. And it makes more sense in her surviving than via some cheap shop ring that probably isn't even real Ammolite. The idea that Ammolite is taken and raised on Homeworld. No, white and yellow would have killed Ammolite. Blue would have had Ammolite probably thrown in the human zoo. Who knows? Blue might have killed her too. You're just trying to think of a way for Ammolite to exist to make sense, and how she wasn't raised with Steven or the crystal gems. But it makes even less sense if she was raised with Steven. If you are going to break canon and you're not going to do it well, just break canon and have her be raised with Steven, sweet fucking Lucifer. Also, this was supposed to be ideas for Ammolite, yet you throw in the bottom about something a male-based metal homeworld, and why? If it has nothing to do with the character, then leave it out. Even if it's a cool idea, leave it out. If it's not relevant to the character, or something to do with the character, it shouldn't be here. Now, I can think of ways for Steven to have a sort of brother, or to have a good half-human, half-gem hybrid. But I'm not going into that in this video. But if you do want to see something on explaining that premise, then comment down below and I might make a video explaining it. Now, I have been your host Aurora Dreamer. If you're a new friend, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're an old friend returning, don't forget to like and comment. I do try to respond to every comment that is left on my videos. I hope you will have a wonderful day, and goodbye, my friends!
Yeah. Baby girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind.